the school bus on the way to school around the intersection of North Claiborne and Bartholomew Street. Students on the bus were involved in a fight. One of the students was in possession of a taser-like device and struck another student on the bus. Once at the school, the 5th District was called. We began to investigate. The student that had the taser that struck the other student was arrested, and the taser was confiscated. The student was charged with 2 counts of simple battery. The victim that was struck was not injured and declined medical with their parents present. There was a second victim that was involved that was kind of in the middle trying to attempt to break up the fight. They sustained minor injuries and was transported to Children's Hospital for evaluation. We worked very closely with the school. Our school resource officer, our detectives were there. We're working on the schools being very cooperative with us and trying to obtain video from the bus and anything else that can help us with this investigation.
Hi, I'm Kate Mihawk. I'm the CEO of Crescent City Schools. Crescent City Schools operates at Keeley Academy. I want to thank Dr. Williams, Lieutenant Palumbo, and everybody here for being here today and for all the support we've received, both always and especially in this last week. I just want to say it's been a real pleasure to be a part of the Keeley Academy these last 15 years. We have a fabulous staff and teachers. We have really thoughtful and interesting students and really supportive parents and families. So it's our job as adults in New Orleans, all of us, to ensure that our students are safe when they go to and from school and when they're in our care in our building. We understand that these incidents that we're talking about that only happened with several of our students, we understand that has sort of shaken our trust a little bit. I imagine that could be true. And I want to reiterate today that we're working really closely with NOLA PS and with our police officers to make sure that our students are safe in our community. That's our jobs. We take it really seriously. So it's the job of everybody here today to ensure that we are creating a great city and maintaining a place for our children to grow up and thrive. So we welcome the conversation today about how we can do that better and make sure that our students are safe in our buildings, but also outside of our buildings. So thank you for our support as we work to continue to maintain and grow our Keeley Academy community.
Hi, I'm Dr. Avis Williams, Superintendent for NOLA Public Schools. And first of all, just want to thank Ms. Mihawk and her team for their leadership during this time. And as a former teacher and principal, I know how challenging it can be when things like this happen. One thing that I believe firmly is that communication is key, and we do want to remain open and transparent, and that's what this is all about. And so I do thank the NOLA, the New Orleans Police Department for the open door to come here today and show a united front around making sure that we're addressing safety at our schools, on our buses, and in our entire community. And one thing that I am prioritizing within my leadership is mental health and wellness and safety. And certainly there are some implications for mental health and wellness as well as safety as it relates to the incident that occurred today. We'll continue to work to support Keeley Academy as well as all of our schools and to ensure that we're supporting them and working closely with families that need support as well, and working with our young people to ensure that they have the resources and support they need to make good decisions and to help support safety and wellness within their schools.
All right. We have time for some questions if anybody wants to ask a question. Cassie?
I do. Cassie with WPSU. I'm not sure who can answer this, but why are we just hearing about this incident, Tuesday when this happened Friday?
The incident that I discussed happened this morning.
This happened this morning. Okay.
Yes.
So this was a second bus incident that's happened in these past
Yes,
weeks.
and we've determined that the incidents are not related, other than their students at Keeley, but they're not related.
Okay. And have we seen a rise in this type of violence going on among our teens and younger people?
Here in the 5th District, we have not. We've handled the incident this morning and the incident Friday. We were made aware of it in the 5th because the school is in the 5th district, but that actually occurred in the 3rd district. They're the ones that investigated that. But we were made aware, so because the school's here, but we have not seen any increase or anything here in our district.
Okay.
The taser that was found with the students over that, I mean, how is that charged as a weapon, and also, like, is it just a taser they can get?
It's kind of a palm-sized taser. It doesn't shoot prongs. I know people are familiar with the police tasers. They shoot the prongs out that make connection into your body. This one is more of a device that's used to, when you press it up against somebody, it's kind of to keep somebody back. Once that stops coming in contact with you, there's no charge to it. It's only when it's in contact with you. And the strikes were very specific to being a punch, to where it wasn't being held on somebody's body for any period of time.
But what would the charges be for that kind of weapon in the school like that? You guys know?
The charges today were simple battery.
What kind of protections are in place for students on buses when something like this happens? And also in terms of preventing bullying and incidents of violence in schools, could you give concrete examples of kind of what your schools are doing?
Yeah, we have a great partner in Apple, right, our bus company. They've done really great work with us. We have a camera on every bus, and those cameras have been helpful with supporting the police in their investigation. So we think that's really important. Every year we have meetings with families and with students about the way students should behave on the bus. We have bus incident forms that students can fill out, that parents can call us and let us know. We think the best way for any family who feels there is a concern on the bus is to come to school and talk to school and talk to us. We deal with every single one of those very seriously. Please don't take matters into your own hands. Please trust the school to handle any conflict that is happening in the school building. That's one thing I wanted to make sure to say. We don't need people out there doing their own justice. We really want to make sure we know about anything that is going on at Akili or any school in New Orleans so that we can handle it. And if we cannot handle it ourselves, that we have our partners who can help us handle it.
This is probably for Crescent City as well. We're contacted by parents who are alleging that their kids are being bullied and it may not be happening on the school bus. What is Crescent City doing to address these bullying issues?
Yep. I'm going to say the same thing I just said before. If any family feels that their children is not safe in our buildings, on our buses, we want to know about it. So I invite them all to make sure they're going right directly to our school. If they're not getting an answer from their school, which never happens, but if it doesn't happen, they can always come directly to me. They can come to our board. We have that chain of command, but please encourage them. Have you called the school? Have you met with the school year? We often find out that families think that their kid has told us, or they think that they have let us know, and we don't know. But we take that really seriously, and we want to make sure we are ensuring all of our students have the great experience they deserve at Akili.
Anything else? The student that the taser was used on, what kind of injuries did the person sustain?
There were no visible injuries, and again, they refused. I'm sorry, they declined medical treatment with the parents present at school.
All right, guys, we have time for a couple more.
What would you say to parents who are concerned that we are seeing, there's at least been 2 bus instances in just a week? What would you say to them? Any of you guys? You want to go?
I would say, like I answered earlier, that these with the exception of these 2 incidents that we had this morning and last week, that we have determined they're not related. But anytime anybody has any issues, either you're going through the school or to contact the police. We have a school resource officer here in the 5th district, as does every district in the city, and we are, they're familiar with the staff. They're at the schools every day. We do some anti-bullying presentations at the schools through our school resource officers, and we'll continue to do that this year. We also have a social worker here at the station that can provide any assistance if needed to any students or parents. So we just ask them to reach out to us if they see any patterns or anything that's going on, just give us a call and let us look into it.
All right, last one. Anybody?
I guess I can have one more question. So, sorry, guys. I have one more question for you. Since it was a taser, is that considered a weapon?
It is considered a weapon, and I guess it's the way it's used would make that elevate into a different level of battery. The way it was used today, it rose to the occasion of a simple battery, where it wasn't used as didn't cause any great bodily harm or injury to anybody.
All right, guys, thank